Okay people, so before we get started, in case you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and hit that bell to get notified when we drop new videos. New episodes of Forever News come out every Saturday, 12 p.m. EST, and then we re-upload some of the segments into smaller form videos throughout the week for your viewing pleasure to get to those stories easier. So yeah, I'd appreciate it if you hit those buttons. Let's jump into the stories. Jujutsu Kaisen fans, it seems like Studio Mappa and everyone around has had a lot, and yet at the same time not much to say about Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. Obviously, we had Season 1. I want to say it ended early 2021. And then, of course, we got the Jujutsu Kaisen Zero film. So, we're waiting. We're here sitting around like, more Jujutsu Kaisen, please. And according to this, we're going to be getting more probably notable, like we've gotten, Studio Mappa giving conversations and whatnot, but we're probably going to get some concrete, maybe even potentially a trailer, or at the very least a visual to understand where they're going to start off with, because according to this, it says Jujutsu Kaisen will broadcast a special TV program on September 18th at 17 JST after the series' broadcast of episode 24. That program will reveal new information regarding the TV anime season 2 scheduled to air in 2023. So September 18th over there in Japan, they're going to be giving us a little more insight into season 2. Again, I'm hoping for at the very least some visuals so we can see like what we're working with here and how they're going to approach this one, because it's not right away going to start with Shibuya. Again, I'd imagine maybe either half a season or a season. They're going to focus in on what comes before Shibuya. But yeah, I'm just interested to see how they're going to approach it, because you already know Studio Mappa, they got their hands full from Hell's Paradise to Chainsaw Man to every other title under the sun that Studio Mappa has grabbed. I don't want them to, lack on Jujutsu Kaisen just because season 1 was so popular and the IP is so huge. Don't think for a second that fans are going to let you slide off with giving us mediocre or passable. This shit gotta hit, and it better hit when it comes to Shibuya. Like, the stuff before it, it definitely should hit because it's really good, but Shibuya has to really freaking be done right, because that pretty much could be like Marineford and One Piece in terms of making the series go to even greater heights of popularity, but also it's an amazing arc. And yeah, we're going to finally get a little more insight into this. It seems like these movies, unfortunately, especially when they're really putting their foot into it, make us wait more for the anime. Now, granted, it's not like they're going to completely give us, everything every year. My Hero Academia is one of the few that, no, you're getting a season every freaking year, dog. But we know, of course, 2023, and come September 18th, well, whatever episode of Forever News, whatever day that comes out, I will inform you guys on what's going on. I'm just really hoping for a trailer. Like, can we even if it's a 15-second trailer of some pieces of animation, just so we could see more. It's been too freaking long. It feels like it anyway. I know it's only been like close to 2 years, but I'm ready for more, please. Domo. We got both really good and really bad news for Undead Unluck. I guess let's get the bad news out the way first, because yeah, I'd rather end off on a positive note than backwards. So for starters, Undead Unluck is probably going to be ending really soon, because according to this information courtesy of the unofficial Weekly Shonen Jump account over on Twitter, it seems like, according to early leaks, Undead Unluck is getting a color page and a 23-page extension next week in Weekly Shonen Jump issue number 40. Nothing confirmed yet, but it would follow the ending pattern of series such as Dr. Stone, Haikyuu, or The Promised Neverland. So more than likely, there's a huge possibility that within the next couple of weeks, Undead Unluck will be ending. And we just spoke about in the previous story, in case you missed it, that hey, Doron is ending, a series that was 36 chapters in a new battle series that came into Jump. And then now, Undead Unluck, y'all trying to get rid of as well, because granted, there's some good news that, like I said, we'll get to in a second, but what? I understand that this new motto, courtesy of Demon Slayer, ushering in the new wave of how they're doing things, seems to be like, hey, let the anime breathe on its own. Don't put out new manga. Just end the manga and let the anime ride. It works very well for Demon Slayer, and that seems to be what they're trying to go with. But they have to forget the home front of manga fans. Hello, Weekly Shonen Jump magazine, a manga magazine. Hello. Like I've said before, if you continue on to end all of these
Weekly Shonen Jump series early, the magazine is going to be very vacant, and honestly, the other competitions from not only just other manga publications, but, you know, webtoons, manhwa, all of that stuff is eventually going to catch up and compete, because the biggest thing in this whole thing is Battle Shonen. And now Undead Unluck, another one that more than likely is going to be biting the big one, because it seems to be the circumstance for not only bigger series, but I remember also when they ended Red Hood, it was like in the same circumstance, the same setup with the big color and extended pages and all of that stuff. They're probably ending Undead Unluck, and it's going to really suck to be an Undead Unluck fan of the manga, because dog, it sounded like it was going and going. I haven't read it in a bit. I was like in the 20s or 30s or something like that, but it was really dope. And yeah, that's the bad news, but at the very least, have no fear. FORNEV comes bearing bad news, but also good news. And the good news is that Undead Unluck's anime announcement, we talked about it a little bit more so when it was a leak, but the anime announcement is confirmed. It says here, Undead Unluck TV anime is scheduled to air 2023, and they already got some visuals and whatnot going on. But even bigger is that we already know the studio attached to them, and this studio, they don't pop out that often. They have some original titles. They have one main title that they work on, and they've been working on for pretty much the last 10 years or so. David Production will helm the anime adaptation for Undead Unluck. David Production, they're the people behind the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure anime, all the way stemming back from part 1 that came out in 2012 till now. And David Production, they're awesome. They haven't let me down yet. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, you could say what you want about a certain part. Maybe you didn't like a part as much as you liked another part, but David Productions, in terms of being an anime studio, they are awesome. They're great. So more than likely a very well done Undead Unluck anime, but again, it's at the cost of, yo, the manga's over now. And yeah, hopefully they tie up all the loose ends and loose threads and whatnot, because that would be really shit to have like a rushed ending just so we can get the anime out. Again, I'm not saying that that's what happened. I'm not caught up with Undead Unluck, but it sounds like it's ending. And at the same time, boom, anime announcement 2023, David Production, great studio. It might be a great anime, but yeah, you gotta take the good with the bad, I guess, huh? So yeah, people, Undead Unluck manga might be coming to an end within the next week or so, and anime coming with David Production behind it. So the anime is in good hands. Let's hope that the source material is done correctly as well. There's a big cancellation that went down over in Weekly Shonen Jump magazine. They recently axed another one, only 36 chapters in. They are announcing new serializations, which has been a while, I'm not gonna lie. And occasionally, even though I'm always disappointed that Shonen Jump axes a lot of really cool shit early, I still have a mild interest into, okay, what are they gonna do next? And apparently we got a couple of looks at what's coming for the new serializations of Weekly Shonen Jump, so you'll get a little heads up on what to expect in the magazine in the next few weeks. For starters, here's the first look at a new series debuting in next week's issue of Weekly Shonen Jump, issue number 40, Dai Tokyo Oni Yo Meden, The Legend of Greater Tokyo's Demon Bride, and the mangaka is Nakama, oh hey, he's our Nakama, Tadaichi, and the art looks pretty cool. Looks like a delinquent on the side, and wow, it kind of looks like a softer faced Yamato from One Piece. So what if that's the reason why oh god, I just cracked the code of what happened in the latest chapter of One Piece. There we go. We got Yamato, her own manga. No. And then the second series, starting in issue number 41, will be Ginka to Ryuna by Watanabe Shinpei. This author previously wrote Peko Peko no Yamai in issue number 21, 22, and 2021, but it is not known whether this work is related to the new series. And it says right here as well, Weekly Shonen Jump will be starting 2 new series in issue number 40 and 41. The first one, again, Dai Tokyo Oni Yo Meden by Nakama Tadaichi, based on the one-shot of the same name published in the magazine. And this art looks way more clear than the other one. And okay, I gotta walk it back. That doesn't look like Yamato in this art, but wow, why does it look like a full-blown anime key visual or something? That's crazy. This author knows what he's doing in terms of coloring and shit like that. And yeah, so those will be the 2 new series that will be replacing whatever else is going to be canceled, because we know one of the cancellations, spoiler alert, is Doron Dororon, a series that's been 36 chapters deep in Weekly Shonen Jump, and I'm not sure if they're canceling something else or they're just going to take out one and
add to. But either way, yeah, 2 new Jump manga. Let's see what they bring to the table. Hopefully it's something interesting and exciting, and at the same time, I wouldn't be mad at it being battle-oriented. Jump is steering away from that lately. What are you doing, Shonen Jump? We like our battle series.
I have a dream, alone in my room as I sit with the tea. Couldn't possibly think what I often see, and you don't even know how I often blink. Lights be flashing and looking at me, such an odd unique, yet I'm so unique and you're looking at me. If the walls could talk, they would probably read bleak, and I'd probably say, bitch, get the fuck off me.